Tonight on Creature Features, a mystery unfolds as impossible calls from beyond the grave haunt a small town in When Michael Calls. And the Poulter Mansion gets some mysterious calls of their own. All this and more, tonight on Creature Features!
Good evening and welcome to Creature Features. I'm your host, Vincent. Over here would be my beleaguered butler, the sullen, if not cantankerous, Mr. Livingston. And the little cherub over to this side, whose hobbies include tracking down telemarketing thieves, hacking into their bank accounts, and sending them misappropriated funds to animal rescue charities, would be my delightful housemate, Miss Tangela. And do we have a spooky and ghostly program in store just for you? For our honoured guest for the evening has likely experienced more actual ghosts than any other person in the world. In fact, he is so good at what he does that he's made several television appearances on a variety of major media networks. For joining us tonight will be one of the foremost ghost hunters on the planet, Mr. What?
The guest has cancelled his appearance.
What on earth for?
He was offered a job clearing poltergeists from a large Victorian mansion.
What we have here is a large Victorian mansion full of poltergeists as well. Why is he going there?
Because that estate will actually pay him for his services.
You mean to tell me that he would prefer a few lousy quid over the exposure, prestige, and pure distinction of appearing on an episode of the world-famous television program Creature Features? Oh, bloody hell. Then who'll be sat in the guest chair tonight?
Perhaps your bank-hacking cherub could fill in and tell everyone about her misadventures.
Tangela speak? You know as well as I do that she will not shut her gob even once throughout the entire film, but will become silent like a newt as soon as the camera comes back up.
I'm sure you'll resolve it in your usual manner. Now please announce the film so that I may get back to my work.
Tonight we shall present When Michael Calls from 1972. Starring Michael Douglas, Elizabeth Ashley, and Ben Gazzara, this wonderful film is about the ghost of a young boy that uses the telephone to reach out to his Auntie Helen. This film will give nightmares to those who are easily scared and merely entertain those who are not. But no matter which category you find yourself within, you'll never hear a ringing telephone quite the same way ever again. No, you may not place prank phone calls to our viewers during the film. So don't go away, for it is to be another night of ghostly and guestless fright right here on Creature Features. Stay tuned.
Pizza dudes, can I help you?
You know, typically I would suggest something that our friends at home could watch instead of us, but there's nothing else on. It's all junk.
I'm sure there's plenty of alternatives.
It's all junk. So you're watching us tonight. Welcome back to the show. We're going to have a fun one tonight because we have no guest, yet we have a ghostly story. He likes ghostly stories because he's ghost-like. No, most ghosts have beards like he does. Look at that beard. No, I've seen portraits come to life with beards just like yours.
Really?
Yes, and I think it's because they were painted with a beard just like yours. She's going to get us in so much trouble.
Oh, they can't trace that phone, I don't think.
When the constable rings, I shall allow him inside to arrest you. Anyways, thanks for tuning in tonight. We've got a great film, When Michael Calls, from 1972. This is, it's got Michael Douglas.
Michael Douglas?
The Michael Douglas in a film called When Michael Calls. But it's not Michael calling. It's not that Michael. It's a different Michael.
It's a different Michael.
Right. But
he's much younger.
No, he's quite young. No, and you know, his father was Kirk Douglas.
The Cleft.
Yes. No, and Kirk Douglas was younger back then than Michael Douglas is now. And both of them are younger than you.
I don't understand.
Well, there's nothing to understand. Kirk Douglas is dead. And Michael Douglas will be someday as well. You, however, I don't think will be. You know, he's like one of these immortal type people. I think on Fridays when he's out of the pub, he's actually drinking human blood.
Don't divulge all my secrets.
Right, see? All right, well, let's say we get this film started, and when we come back, Tangela's going to tell us about her day, right? No, she'll fake it with hand puppets. All right, see you soon.
tea, Mrs. Miller? Yes, thank you. I have some. Honey or sugar? Honey, please.
Young lady, who is she? Surprise! Surprise! Oh, how's my little girl? How's my little girl?
Mommy's in the back.
She is, huh?
Doc and Elsa are here.
Good.
I'm so glad to see you, Daddy.
I'm glad to see you, honey. I'm glad to see you. Okay, let's go and see them, huh?
Look who's here.
Hello, Helen. Doc, how are you? Good to see you.
Good to see you, Doremus.
Hello, sweetheart.
Doremus, what are you doing here?
I came to see my daughter. What other reason would I have?
I can't think of a better one. Would you like a drink?
Terrific idea. Hey, you lost weight. You look great.
Well, you look terrible. You're working too hard again, right?
You said it.
Huh?
4 days in Chicago, 2 in New York, back to New York, on a plane to London.
Peggy, I told you the minute you came in from school to change out of that skirt and into some pants. I want you to do it right now, please, ma'am.
Do what your mother says. She's grown a foot since I saw her last.
Doremus, you should have called me.
I didn't feel like calling you. I felt like surprising you. And don't tell me I'm in violation of my visiting rights.
But you're in violation of your visiting rights.
Take me to court.
Would you two like us to leave?
Absolutely not. I want you to just stay right where you are, please.
Look, I have an idea. Why don't I take you and Peggy to dinner tonight?
Because we already have plans. Oh, listen, Doremus, you can't just show up just right out of the blue like that and expect everybody to just change everything all around for you, you know?
I know. Smells good.
Doremus, I have a life of my own now, you know?
Come on, Daddy. I want to show you my new dollhouse. Let me buy it with the money you sent for my birthday.
Okay. Thanks for the drink. See you later, huh?
These birds will keep, you know.
Doc, we've been planning this pheasant dinner for over a week now.
Well, there's enough if you want to ask him.
Plenty of biscuits?
You want me to ask him?
No.
Now, honey, would you walk me to the car?
Oh,
I'll see you tomorrow.
okay.
Come on. Down you go.
Harry Randall, this is my daddy.
Hello, Harry Randall. Come on, sweetie.
He's new in town. I don't like him very much.
What does he do?
He works for Mommy and Doc Britton, and lots of other people. Where are you going now?
Well, honey, I have to get back to the inn, make some phone calls. You know, my office doesn't even know where I am.
I have no school tomorrow. It's Saturday.
I know.
Are you going to go to the Harvest Festival?
I sure am.
How long are you going to stay?
Well, that depends on a lot of things. I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay. Bye, Dad.
Bye, sweetheart.
Where's the phone? I thought I heard it. Hello? Hello?
Annie, my Helen.
Yes, hello?
Annie, my Helen. I missed the school bus. Come and get me.
Who is this?
It's Michael.
What? Hello? Hello?
Who was that?
It was nobody, darling, nothing.
How can nobody be nothing?
It was just a crank call.
What kind of a crank call?
Well, like it sounded like a little boy. He said he was Michael.
You are Michael?
You know, he called me Auntie My Helen. Nobody but Michael ever called me that.
Oh, he's been dead in a doornail for 15 years.
Doc, this is not funny. Who would do such a thing?
Probably one of those crazy boys out at Greenleaf School.
Peggy, I've told you, don't call him crazy.
Goodbye, darlings. We see you soon, yeah?
Good.
Bye. Do you hate
course not. Listen, I don't hate anybody. It's not nice to hate.
I love him.
I know you do, darling.
I wish he lived here more of the time. Who's Michael?
You come on upstairs and take that bath. Hello?
Andy, my Helen, why didn't you pick me up? I'm still waiting for you.
You know, but this isn't funny.
It's dark and I can't walk home. Please come.
Who is this?
What's wrong, Andy, my Helen? Please come.
Who is this?
Is that Michael again?
Peggy, I told you to go take your bath.
Aren't one of you going to answer that bloody telephone?
It's not for me.
And that's that. Anyways, welcome back to the show. If you're just joining us, we are watching When Michael Calls. And apparently he's calling here as well. You know, I think Michael should get a long-distance family plan.
Why?
All these bloody phone calls he makes. Right?
Well, this is a landline.
No, well, so this film is based on the East Coast, I think. And, you know, he's calling long distance.
I see.
Right. No, maybe he's going even person to person. Who knows?
What is that?
It's when you place a person-to-person telephone call.
To someone specific?
Now, I believe the reason why they did this was if you make a long-distance call and the person is not home, you are charged for that call. However, if you do a person-to-person call, then you are not charged unless that person answers, right?
Now, how do they know it's that person?
But it costs more. So...
how do they know if it's that person?
Oh, I assume they identify themselves. What else would they do? Yeah, you should watch older films because you learn much about the American telephone system if you watch old films. There's none of this cell phone thing.
All I watch.
No mobile phones, none of this iPhone, Siri, call my agent type thing. No, people pick up a telephone and they go, I'd like to place a long-distance phone call. Now, our viewers know about this and you don't. Now, I bet we have thousands of viewers watching right now who know all about the old-style long-distance phone calling process. Somebody send him a letter and explain it to him.
Do we need to know that?
You need to know this. You might go to a foreign country where they use the same process.
I doubt that.
Knowledge is power.
Indeed.
Right. Anyways, let's get back to When Michael Calls. When we come back, we shall do some mail because we've got all kinds of mail, right?
We do.
I can see it's over there. There's a big pile of mail from you to us, and we shall read it. So we will see you soon after the next break.
Now, I just had dinner at the Doremus, and I thought I'd tell you, before anybody accuses me of collaborating with the enemy. What's the matter?
Greg, I just had 2 telephone calls from a little boy who said he was Michael.
You're kidding.
He called me Auntie, my Helen.
But that's impossible.
Greg, it couldn't possibly be one of your patients, could it?
Now we don't call them patients.
Look, the Greenleaf School is a school for emotionally disturbed children.
Yeah, but there's a lot of other kids in this town that are just as mischievous as the worst boys in Greenleaf.
Maybe it's Michael Landers. He's always playing jokes.
Oh. Peggy Connelly, if you're not in that bathtub in 2 seconds flat, there's going to be no television for you for the whole week. I mean it, right now.
You want me to answer it?
Please.
Hello?
Who's this?
Doremus?
Craig?
Yeah.
Did I dial the wrong number? I was trying Helen.
No, she's right here. Just a minute. Doremus, thank you for a nice dinner.
Don't mention.
Hello?
I'm calling to see what time I can pick up my daughter tomorrow.
Doremus, you're not playing tricks on me, are you?
What?
I mean, this is the first time you've called here tonight, right?
Yeah. I tried earlier, but your line was busy. Why?
Nothing. Look, what plans do you have with Peggy for tomorrow?
Oh, nothing definite. Hey, why don't you take the day off and the three of us spend it together like old times, huh?
I can't.
Well, let's have dinner tomorrow night. I mean, we have to be family once while I'm here.
All right, I'll cook something. Look, would you pick her up at 9:30 in the morning, please?
Right. And if you change your mind about it.
I won't. Good night, Doremus.
Good night.
Yeah. I'm neurotic enough to give that monster the chance to make my life miserable all over again. Oh, Craig, what should I do?
I think you ought to give him another chance.
I mean about the phone calls.
Change your number.
Oh, I'm not that upset about it. And I do so much business on the telephone.
Well, whoever it is, maybe he'll get tired, and he'll get interested in something else like sex.
Oh, thanks a lot, Doctor. You're a big help.
You'll get my bill in the morning. Good night, love.
Good night.
Good night, Peggy.
Night.
Please stop this, whoever you are. Just please stop it.
There's nobody here. Where's Craig? Where's my mother?
Could you just tell me, what do you want? Just please try and tell me what you want. Michael!
I'm dead, aren't I? I'm dead! I'm dead!
Hey there, wait a minute. You wait for your tired old man. You're so big I can't lift you anymore. You know that?
Who's Michael?
Michael who?
I heard Mommy and Craig talking about Michael.
Oh. You must have been talking about Craig's brother.
Craig doesn't have a brother.
Well, he died a long time ago. Before you were born.
That's what I thought. Did Michael live with Mommy like Craig?
Yeah, I think both boys moved in with Mommy. After their mother went away.
She was Mommy's sister, right?
Right!
She was crazy.
Who said that?
John Boyer. He said his mother says our whole family's crazy. That Craig is, and Mommy is, and that I'm a little nut. Is that why you and Mommy don't live together? Because she's crazy?
No, because I am.
What happened to Michael? How did he die?
Well, you see, honey, he ran away from home and he got lost in a blizzard. Now, what is all this curiosity about Michael all of a sudden?
Oh, just
What?
Just because.
Where are you going? Where are you going?
as his progress develops in the next 6 months. Yeah.
Am I disturbing you?
Are you kidding? Come on in.
Hello, Helen. Hi, Amy.
We'll finish up after lunch.
Fine. Nice seeing you, Helen. You too, love. Oh, no, thank you. I got another call.
When?
Last night, 1:15.
What'd he say?
He said, I'm home. There's no one here. Where's my mother? Where's Craig? Then he said, I'm dead, aren't I? Look, Craig, I may be going crazy, but it did sound like Michael.
Helen, there aren't any phones where Michael is.
Can they use the phones anytime they want to?
No, the only phones are here in the office, and the office is locked at night. And none of these kids has ever heard of Michael. Yeah.
Craig, Mr. Quinlan wants the file on Terry Austin.
Fine, I'll bring her right down. Yeah, I'll be back in 5 minutes.
Oh, I better go. I've got to drive all the way into Manchester and pick up a matching pair of Hepplewhite chairs I found at auction last week.
Where's Peggy?
Was she with Doremus?
Listen, Helen, do me a favor. Call the sheriff. Tell him about the phone calls. Make you feel a lot better.
Okay.
Well, how does it feel to be retired? Feel old all of a sudden?
Old? Retired? I'm working harder than I ever did.
Huh?
Milking 100 head twice a day, fiddling around with my bees. Yeah, I got 24 hives now.
24 hives? Yeah. That's a lot of bees.
Doremus?
Yeah?
Helen called from Manchester and says she is going to be late.
Thanks.
She says for you to take Peggy to the Brownie meeting.
All right. We better be going, huh?
Okay.
You still happy in high-powered law?
Well, I've been thinking of getting a shorter haircut and going into politics.
I'm not surprised. I always figured you might.
It takes a long time to decide what you want to do. You keep it up, I'm going to bust you one. I'll see you soon.
Hey, make time for a game of chess.
You're on. Bye-bye, sweetheart.
Take care.
Still loves her. Written all over his face.
You mind your business. Helen will never move back to that city.
Hey, not so rough, Randall. You'll curdle their milk. I'll get the cows up. You get those boxes out of the apiary and put them in the little barn.
This portion of Creature Features is brought to you by CreatureFeatureStore.com, the official merchandiser of Creature Feature accessories.
You know, it's nice he finally went to the mailbox. You know, he seldom goes to the post. He used to go every day. Now you go like once every
But
week.
there's no mail every day. And do you know the price of gasoline?
Oh, all right. Well, you could use the diesel truck.
It's too loud.
All right. Anyways, welcome back to the show. We'll get back to When Michael Calls in a moment. But first, we've got to do mail, because you sent us mail. And if we don't read it, that would be most inappropriate. And we do not want to offend, so we shall read your mail. What have you for me, Mr. Livingston?
I have a letter from Richmond, Virginia.
Richmond, Virginia. What's Richmond famous for?
I think there was a battle there.
A battle in Richmond?
Civil War.
It says Norfolk, Virginia. It was postmarked in Richmond. You need to look at this side, not that side. This is from Linda Dedamore. We know Linda. Hello, Linda. What's this? It's a happy birthday card. Look, happy birthday to me. Vincent, you are still my favorite host and always will be. Linda. What a good day to celebrate a truly special person. Have a wonderful birthday. No, my birthday was shortly a while ago, so don't feel obliged to send me a card like Linda did. But thank you so much, Linda. And we hope you're having fun in Norfolk, Virginia. What have you next for me, Mr. Livingston?
I have this huge box from Australia.
That looks fantastic. Pass it over. What have we here? From Australia?
Yes.
William Cattell or Littell? Cattell. Oh, this is not... Oh my goodness. Did she see the tag on this?
Yes.
She saw it? She knows what it is? No? Maybe? Oh my goodness. You're going to love this. All right. I shall take the letter. And you may take the box. Look at her. She looks like a child on Christmas. All right. Here you go, love. Touch. All right. Here we go. This is from William Cattell in Sydney.
Sydney.
You know, there's a song they sing here. It goes, I left my heart in San Francisco. But there's another one that goes, I left my kidney in Sydney.
Oh, dear.
All right, so he goes, Dear Vincent, Tangella, and Mr. Livingston, thank you for airing the movies, good and otherwise, whichever the individual case. Vincent's insights are always valuable. I told you that, oh my goodness, it's a wombat. Show us.
It's not a bat, but a wombat.
No, it's a wombat. Those are the most adorable creatures in the world. And they don't live here. They live in Australia.
Indeed.
All right, let's see. Mr. Livingston provides a patient foil for whatever mischiefs might be occurring. And Tangella, she is a badass. Do you think she's a badass?
I have no opinion on that.
No. I didn't know they used this term in Australia, a badass. This is like a misbehaving donkey, right?
I was about to say that.
Right. I have sent her a wombat, and I think she loves this wombat. William, show us again. So you notice the ears. He's got the same thing with his ears, where he has gray hair growing out from his ears. Just an observation. The wombat is a very inoffensive creature who seeks not to interfere with anyone. It has very strong claws for digging its burrows. As a movie suggestion, you may be able to lay your hands on The Cars That Ate Paris or try to check out A City's Child. It might suit you. Thanks again and best wishes to you and the crew, William. Well, thank you, William. We tried to get the Cars That Ate Paris. And
Gesundheit.
Did she just sneeze? She's allergic to wombats. That must be what it is. Anyways, yes, I tried to get The Cars That Ate Paris, and they said no. Remember that time?
No, they said no.
No. This is an Australian film. And it's about a city in Australia named Paris.
Really?
Yes. No, it's a wonderful film. But they told us no. I'll look into City's Child. Anyways, thank you so much for William, and I'm sure you will see that in an upcoming episode.
Trinidad, West Indies.
Trinidad?
Yes.
I've never been. Have you? Trinidad. This is down in the
West
Caribbean,
Indies.
right?
Yes.
Ish. Right.
Or
My goodness.
The Caribbean, as they say.
Oh, this is wonderful. This is wonderful. All right. And look at this wonderful handwriting.
Lovely handwriting.
Your penmanship. This is Elijah Langton. Your penmanship is superb. Okay, he goes, hello and best wishes to the entire Creature Features team, those behind the scenes, and you, Vincent. Mr. Livingston, and Tangella. You all do a fantastic job. My name is Elijah Langton. I'm 18 years old and live in Trinidad in the West Indies. I live with my dad, and about 2 years ago we discovered your program on YouTube, and I instantly fell in love with you all. He showed me your program, and now we are both hooked. I graduated from Queen's Royal College last year, which is high school here in Trinidad, and I am currently pursuing my bachelor's in digital media at the University of Trinidad in Tobago, and decided to send you a gift from me. I hope you all love it. I think we will. The drawing is my creation of you three, and my uncle Damien from Graphic House did the prints for me. All right, we got to share this. This is fantastic work, Elijah. Look at this. I'm going to put a big one up. Have you seen this yet? See?
Quite
Look,
good.
No. He made me thin and handsome. I told you in art I can be thin and handsome.
Indeed.
Thin and handsome. Fantastic work. All right, and he goes on to say, in closing, my dad and I wish you continued success with Creature Features, and always remember that you guys are loved even in the West Indies. We look forward to more impressive programming of all the old movies that we love. Be safe and hope to meet you one day, Elijah. Well, we should go visit Elijah next time we go to Belize. Right? We should stop in Trinidad.
It is on the way.
On the way to Belize. So maybe next time we go to Belize, we'll come say hello. And that it?
Let's see. I think we have a short one here.
A short one.
From Kennebunkport, Maine.
Kennebunkport, Maine. Nice people live in Kennebunkport.
They do?
Yes. No, I've met quite a few Kennebunkport people, and they're quite nice. All right. Vince, heard you finally put out a new album. Can I say that word on television?
No.
You sure?
I'm positive.
Heard you finally put out a new album. It's about F-word time.
Bloody.
No. This is strictly an American Kennebunkport thing. Yeah. Heard you finally put out a new album. It's about F-word time. All right, Ted Bonds. Yes. No. Did I announce that yet? The new album?
I believe it might have been a slip of the tongue.
Oh, all right. Yes, no. So I got the band back together, and we put together an album under my old band, Prince of Darkness, and it's called The Devil's Matinee.
Yes, it is.
No, it's it's all about horror movies. Every song is a different horror movie, and it's available everywhere, right? On Spotify, on Apple iTunes. You can find it on YouTube. Somebody told me today it's on Pandora as well.
Pandora.
So, yeah, go check it out. Devil's Matinee. Anyways, thanks for writing, Ted, and you need to write nicer words.
And what's
Anything
the name
else?
of the band again?
Prince of Darkness.
Prince of Darkness.
All right, that's it for letters. If you'd like to send us a letter of your own, go to Hello Creature Features. It's a website where you can find information on how to send us a letter in the email, how to send us a letter in the post, or how to send us a wombat in a box. We'll get right back to when Michael calls, and we will see you after the break.
Go.
Wait a second. I'm not as fast as you are. I don't need that. Uh-huh.
Ribbon.
You did, huh? 6 of clubs, 6 of clubs. Don't cheat. Don't you cheat. Now, I'm going to take that. Well, if Mommy doesn't get here in 5 minutes, I'll put the stakes on, okay?
Okay.
I go. I discard. Patience. Would you get that, darling?
Okay.
Sorry, I'm so late. But the fog was so thick, I had to drive 10 miles an hour the whole way.
That's all right.
Doremus, who's she talking to?
I don't know.
Peggy? Peggy!
No, he's talking to me.
Hello? Look, I know you're there. Hello? Peggy, what did he say to you?
You're hurting me, Mommy.
Peggy, answer me.
He called Doc Britton names. He said something bad going to happen. Michael.
Michael?
It was Michael, Daddy, and he's dead. Daddy told me all about him.
Peggy, listen to me. It's not Michael. It's just some vicious little boy who's playing tricks on the telephone. Do you understand that?
What's this all about?
He said his name was Michael.
Oh, don't you worry.
Elsa's line is busy.
Profit-taking brought about consolidation and the prices fell off somewhat. The market did finish with modest gains in the final bell. The New York Stock Exchange Index closed at 56.49, a gain of 15 points. The Dow Jones Industrial were up 4.24 in today's trading to close at 908.20. Volume was active with 16,830,000 shares traded. Transportation was up 1.67. Utilities were up 6.61. Advances led declines 994. 61% of the stocks traded up, 28% traded down. On the American exchange, the American index finished at 27.42, a gain of 16 cents. The volume was active at 6,230,000. Advances led decline 37 degrees.
We have not seen you for so long.
Tuesday?
Yeah, Tuesday for sure.
Bye.
Okay. Hello?
Elsa?
Helen?
Michael just called. He said...
Oh, so now you are calling him Michael. Playing the game. Giving him this satisfaction.
Let me talk to Doc.
He's with the bees.
I know it sounds silly, but he called Doc names.
What?
And he said that something bad was going to happen. Elsa? Elsa? Are you there, Elsa?
I'll call you right back.
You know about them phone calls, Mr. Connelly?
Yeah, I found out about them last night.
Everybody knew about them but me. Had to be an accident, bees swarming like that.
What about the boy Elsa saw?
Only Elsa's testimony there was a boy at all. Could have been some neighbor boy cutting across the pasture. Or maybe one of them Greenleaf boys sneaking out at night.
Wait a minute, Hap. Wait a minute. Nobody missed the 8:30 bed check, and it's a 20-mile hike from the school to here.
Could have hitched a ride with somebody. All kinds of possibilities.
Mind if I look around?
For what?
Curiosity.
Help yourself.
You gonna call off the festival tonight?
Can't do it. People coming from all over. I explained to Elsa, and she understood. She said Doc would have wanted us to go on. You should have told me about them phone calls, Helen. I look like a caricature of a country sheriff.
Excuse me, Mr. Connelly, I didn't recognize you. Harry Randall.
Oh.
It's terrible. I mean, what a way to die.
What are you doing?
Mrs. Britton told me to kill every single bee in here. This is acid. 500,000 bees. Makes the skin crawl, huh?
Yeah. Sure does. What does chloroform smell like?
Nail polish. Oh.
Take a whiff.
That smells like bananas.
How can chloroform smell like bananas?
Because it's not chloroform.
It does smell like bananas.
I'd have this analyzed if I were you.
Lab I use, Mr. Connelly. It's closed on weekends.
Then open it.
I don't need your advice, Mr. Connelly.
Well, I'm going to give you some anyway. If I were you, I'd stop Randall from destroying those bees. If this wasn't an accident, he might be destroying some evidence. Let's go.
Hello, friends. We just want to remind you that we've got a new YouTube channel called CF Extras, which stands for Creature Feature Extras, right? That makes the most sense. Anyways, that's where we put all the extra stuff. We have the movies on our main channel and the extra bonus material that you won't see on the regular channel on the new channel. So go to cfextras.com and sign up today. It's free. It's free, right?
Indeed.
No, it should be free, because if we charge for this, then that would be absolutely silly, would it not? We'll see you at Creature Features Extras. See you soon. Welcome back to Creature Features. If you're just joining us, we are watching When Michael Calls from 1972. And Tangella stepped away, and Mr. Andrew has joined us. If you don't know Andrew, he's actually named Andy, but we call him Andrew, and he's Handy Andrew, so he becomes Andrew. So,
very creative.
He likes the name. You know, I saw he has a sweater emblazoned with Andrew. So I think it makes him feel regal. I don't know. Anyways, this film, When Michael Calls, what do you think?
Not bad, but kind of sounds like a girl.
Michael on the telephone
Yes.
sounds like a girl. Right. No, it sounds like an adult woman.
Yes.
Making that voice. But you know, an interesting fact about this film, it was originally intended to be a Tuesday night ABC movie of the week. And I suppose they decided to move it to Saturday. So they still showed it on the following Saturday, not on Tuesday, but it still had the Tuesday Movie of the Week logo at the beginning. Of course, we took that out because we're doing it on Saturday properly, and we're not going to say it's Tuesday, right? Creature Feature Tuesday. That would be silly, would it not?
That would be more than silly.
When are you going to answer that? Bloody thing's been ringing all night long.
Hello? Really? Okay. Right.
We're doing a program.
It's for you.
I don't fancy a timeshare, thank you.
So much junk calls we get here at the Bolter Mansion. Yeah, I think we should have an unlisted phone number.
I will look into it.
Right? No. Well, you know, I think they do is they just randomly dial 1234, 123456, and finally they reach everybody with a telephone. Anyways, let's get back to When Michael Calls. And when we come back from the break, Andrew is going to explain to me why he's digging a giant hole on the estate. See you soon.
I found him on the Burlington Road, Sheriff. I'll be in the next office if you want.
You stole that bottle out of my car.
It's bee venom.
It's what?
That's right. Looks like chloroform, smells like bananas, and makes bees swarm. Now all you have to do is find out if Doc Britton kept that stuff around.
Oh, I have to.
That's right.
You mean you've given up your investigation?
Looks like it.
Enoch?
Mind if I have some coffee?
Enoch!
Yeah, what is it, Sheriff?
Find out if Doc Britton kept bee venom around his place.
Bee venom?
That's right, bee venom.
All right.
Now, how'd you find that out?
I went to the university and talked to an expert.
What would Doc Britton be doing bottling bee venom?
I'll explain it to you. See, there are beekeepers that collect bee venom for research. Now, the bees are put on an electric grid, and a current is passed through them, and the venom drops into a pan, and then the venom is sold.
Sheriff?
Nah.
Elsa says Doc's been working on a salve for rheumatism made out of bee venom. Says he got a pint of it from a lab in New York last week. You want to talk to her?
No. Tell her I'll call her later.
Yeah, okay.
Doc Britton made a mistake. He labeled the bottle wrong. Simple as that. I know what you're thinking. What about all the phone calls? What about the boy that Elsa claims she saw? It wasn't Michael. I was one of the ones that found him, found what was left of him. I was in the front row of that funeral 15 years ago.
When you found him, what was left of him?
He'd been gone 7 months.
So how'd you identify him?
There was a plaid coat with his name tag on it.
And that's it?
Yes. Just about.
Doremus, I still don't think we should go to this thing.
Oh, it might help clear our minds. Anyway, Peggy worked so hard on that pumpkin. Looks like a prize winner, doesn't it?
Peggy, come on, love, hurry up. We're going to be late.
I'm coming.
Helen?
Yeah?
How old would Michael be if he was still alive?
Oh, 22, 23. Doremus, that's impossible.
Hurry up, we're going to be late.
Right.
I bet my pumpkin's much better than John Boyer's.
Oh, yeah? Why's that?
He's got no artistic temperament at all.
No artistic temperament. We get the light?
I get the light. Go. You get the door?
Yes, I locked it.
Okay.
Straight?
Yeah? Look straight to me.
Yeah, well, that's the best I can do. Look, I want to get back to my place and get cleaned up before the festivities start. Is there anything else you want me to do?
No, we look like we're in good shape. Surprised no one's here yet, though.
Well, it'll fill up soon.
Town must be sick about losing Doc.
Well, I'll see you, Sheriff.
Sheriff? Sheriff? Sheriff, help me. Sheriff, help me. I'm over here. Hurry.
Who is that? Where are you?
I'm up here. I'm caught and I can't get loose. Help me, please.
Here you go.
You're next.
Oh, no. Hit him out with the glasses, huh? Oh, all right. Fifth pie in less than an hour.
You're a brave man.
Where's Amy?
One of the kids got sick. She's with him at the infirmary.
Mr. Young,
No more.
Oh, yeah!
Oh, sheet! Oh, I saw that.
Has anyone seen Hap?
No. Have you seen Hap?
Well, there's cars outside, and he's not at the office, and we got to start the jack-o'-lantern contest. Would you be a judge for us, Mr. Connelly?
With pies in the paper?
No pies, just jack-o'-lantern.
No pies.
No pies.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Come on.
You trying to bribe a judge? Are you trying to bribe a judge?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, may I have your attention, please?
yes.
We are now ready for the judging of the jack-o'-lanterns. Is there anyone here who hasn't given his jack-lantern to Mr. Mills? They're all behind this curtain. Are they all lit? Oh, right. Ready for the drum roll? Now, we're going to turn the lights out for a few minutes to get the full effect of these wonderfully carved pumpkins. Lights out! Drum roll. It's stuck. Give it a real jerk.
This is the Nortons from Cisco, Georgia. We love your show. We love it's family friendly. Keep up the good work.
Hello, this is Livingston. Apparently, one of my newly acquired domestic duties is to request help for our show financially by asking you to visit our Patreon page. Your generosity will help keep Creature Features on the air, which I'm not entirely sure is a good thing. However, with only a few dollars a month from you, your kindness will allow us to continue creating new programming each week, which apparently some of you curiously enjoy. And should you have the desire to give even more, you might even receive a gift from Miss Tangela. I think not. Please visit the website below to learn more. Thank you.
You know, I think there's some illegitimacy to this bee attack. The man is growing bees and making honey. Those types of bees don't kill, right? Why don't we have bees on the estate? We should have a beekeeping. I find those suits quite fashionable. The beekeeping thing with the.
We tried to raise a couple of hives of bees. Tangela saw fit to raise them indoors.
Oh, I remember that. That was a problem. No, I remember she had them outside, but she did not want them to get wet in the rain, so she brought them in. And if I remember correctly, you got stung a few times.
Yes. I certainly did.
She also mailed a bunch of them to John.
John Provost?
Yeah.
Well, John Provost sometimes deserves a package full of bees. he says things to her. Mean things. He's like that child in a school that would poke other children.
Well, he has good reason. She keeps blowing up his trash barrels.
Well, but we don't know which came first, the chicken or the egg in this scenario, do we not?
Generally, the egg comes first.
All right. Anyways, before we get back to the film, you need to explain why every time I drive by you in the field on the estate, you have that backhoe, is it called?
Backhoe.
Backhoe, and you dig in that giant hole. What is up with the giant hole?
Bomb shelter.
A bomb shelter?
Yes.
We are not at war. Why do we need a bomb shelter?
We have a Tangela, so the amount of TNT that's around here, I thought it'd be better safe than sorry.
So, when she builds something, we are all to go hide in this bomb shelter. All right.
That's some red lights doing it.
Did you green light this?
I did not.
What's this going to cost?
I thought he was making a wine cellar.
What's this going to cost me?
I'm not done yet. I'll let you know when I'm done.
If I could give any advice to somebody who runs into a small amount of money, don't let other people spend it for you. You end up with bomb shelters and young women who build bombs themselves.
Well, that's your problem.
No, it's all our problems. All right, let's get back to When Michael Calls, and we will see you after the break.
Doc Britton and the sheriff. Now, if Michael were alive, can you think of any reason why he'd want those two men dead?
Wait a minute, what are you talking about alive?
A name tag and a plaid jacket is not my idea of identification. Never hold up in court. He could have come back here, a stranger, a tourist, somebody you know, somebody you don't know. Now, just for the record, did Michael have anything against Doc Britton?
Doremus, Michael didn't even know Doc Britton. He and Elsa had only just moved here, and Doc was just beginning to set up his practice.
I don't think Michael or I had ever met Doc Britton until after we moved in with Helen when our mother had left.
And the sheriff?
The same thing. I really don't remember.
And yet Michael called Doc Britton names.
According to Peggy.
Well, let's assume he's still alive. It could be something seemingly insignificant that's been blown way out of proportion by the passing of time. Something they did to him.
Well, maybe it wasn't something they did to Michael, but what they did to our mother.
What did they do to your mother?
Well, I was only 11 years old at the time, but I think Helen should know.
What's he talking about? What's he talking about? I'd like to know.
Doremus, this isn't a courtroom. I'm not on a witness stand.
Sorry.
Look, it wasn't just Doc and Hap. I did it too, but she was so sick.
You see, evidently my mother was one of those doomed people that you run into from time to time in my line of work.
See, Doremus, she tried to hurt herself and she tried to hurt the children. She had to be committed, and I had to make that decision.
I never knew that.
Well, she accused me of doing it so that I could take the children away from her, and Michael believed her. He always believed her. But you see, there wasn't any other choice. She was insane.
And she had to be declared incompetent by her physician, right?
Yes, and Doc Britton signed those papers.
And committed by a court order.
There was a judge named Schofield. He died 3 weeks ago. Supposedly of a heart attack.
And Hap?
Hap came here late one night and just took her away.
To the asylum?
Yes, the phone rang 2 days later, and she was dead. She killed herself.
Michael didn't say a word. Didn't even cry. Just sat there looking out the window at the snow. He wouldn't even talk to Helen. I begged him. And during that night, he ran away.
Answer it.
Hello? Hello?
Annie, my Helen? Find me! Help
Hello, Michael?
Help me! Stop me! Find me!
Michael, this is your brother Craig. Hello? Michael?
Doremus, that's the voice of a child.
Somebody doing a pretty good imitation. Well, I think we should all get some sleep. I'm going to stay here tonight, okay?
Oh, fine, thank you.
I'm going to head back to school, and I'll see you in the morning.
Be careful, love. Good night.
Good night.
I'll lock up. We'll get Enoch Mills over here first thing in the morning. Tell him to start investigating anybody in the neighborhood who might be Michael, huh?
Good night.
Hi.
Just like old times.
Not quite. You can sleep downstairs.
That's it?
No. You'll need a pillow.
You know something? I heard that statistically, people who get married and divorced invariably get married again. Of course, not necessarily to the same person.
The couch is really very comfortable.
Okay.
Doremus. Some other time. Sleep well.
You too.
Thank you.
right through your kneecap. Now move. Move! Michael.
That's Harry Randall.
Take a closer look.
All right, stand up.
That's all right, I can see him.
My name is Randall, Harry Randall, and that's all I'm saying till I see a lawyer. Randall, Harry Randall.
Turn your face around this way.
Randall, Harry Randall. Randall, Harry Randall. This ain't the zoo!
That's not my brother.
I know. I just got the report from the state police.
Yeah? What was he doing in Helen's house?
Just leave it to us. We'll find out.
They didn't hurt him, did they?
I didn't ask for the particulars. His name is not Harry Randall. It's Ronald Hart. He has a record. Petty theft, spent 2 years in jail. He says he broke in and was going after your jewelry in the display case. He says there were so many strange things happening around here, he thought he'd get out of town before somebody put the blame on him. Mills thinks he's telling the truth.
Well, we're back to ghosts and ghosties and things that go bump in the night. If ever there was an evil spirit, it was Michael's.
You knew him?
He used to pull my hair.
I thought you came from California.
I went to school in California, but I spent most of my life right here. Granted, I wasn't very big, but I do remember his funeral.
Oh.
What do you want here? Who are you?
Mrs. Connelly.
Mrs. Conley? Well, how are you, Mrs. Conley?
I'm just fine.
So am I.
Come in.
Just checking on Peggy. Are you all right?
I can't sleep.
Want some company?
Sure.
Guess what?
What?
I'm gonna kiss you. Hello.
Eddie, my Helen, it's storming and I'm afraid. I'm all alone and I'm afraid.
Michael, where are you?
If I tell you, will you come and get me?
Yes, I'll come and get you. Just tell me where you are.
I'll be at Hawk's Farm. Hurry, I'm afraid.
Where is he?
He's at Hawk's Farm.
I know where that is. You call Enoch Middles, tell him to get a deputy over here to watch the house, and tell him and Craig to meet me there.
Doremus, be careful.
Right.
Okay. Okay.
Got him?
I got him.
Yeah, I'll get the truck. Peter? Peter? It's all right.
You know him?
Yes. He's one of our boys, Peter Mathis.
Well, he's the one.
Impossible.
Is it? Tell him. Come on,
talk! Will you? Stop it! Now, look, I don't know what he's doing this far from school. But I'll tell you one thing, he's not making any phone calls.
How do you know that?
Because he can't talk. He's a mute. Come on, Peter.
Peter was definitely in his bed at 10:15. I was on the floor myself. I saw him in his room.
And less than an hour later, he's 5 miles away.
Has he ever run away before?
Contrary to what everyone in this town thinks, the Greenleaf boys are not constantly running away.
Actually, he has, Mr. Quinlan. The first week he was here, he ran away twice.
I'd like to talk to his roommate.
He doesn't have a roommate.
Well, then I'd like to see his room. Could have gone out the window.
Yeah, if he part Billy Goat.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't try it. It's a long way down.
This portion of Creature Features is brought to you by CreatureFeatureStore.com, the official merchandiser of Creature Feature accessories.
Oh, hello, I'm 10 Jealous Elephants. I'm watching horror films because she doesn't like to watch horror films. She's a brat.
She's very sensitive about her pets.
She's composed entirely of a brat-like substance. I have no doubt in my mind. Anyways, welcome back to the show. We are watching When Michael Calls. You know, I hope this lad has a calling card of some. He's wasting all those calls. Maybe he's in the house. Who knows? Anyways, it's a fun flick. We're going to wrap it up in a minute, though. Mr. Livingston.
Yes.
I didn't mean to ask you. This thing with the pans. All these new pans in the kitchen.
Yes.
She wants you to remove a piece of lint from her glove. All these new pans in the kitchen. What happened to the old pans?
They were burnt up in her cooking soiree.
She destroyed another set of pans.
She was making cookies again for...
You know, that was a nice set of Viking stainless steel pans.
Not anymore.
And she destroyed them. You know, sometimes she makes good food, but most of the time it's...
Well, she's not a bad baker, but she forgets that
when
she's
she
left
makes
things
poison
in the oven.
cookies, she is.
Yeah, well,
She's a
that's another
horrible
story.
baker. All right, enough of this. Anyways, we're going to get back to the film, and don't go away when the credits roll, because we'll be sitting here, we'll be going, what are we going to do? Everyone's gone.
How would we know?
I suppose we wouldn't, but we would feel it in our bones. All right, off to the end of When Michael Calls. We will see you after the credits.
Is he all right?
I got him to sleep.
I'd like to question him first thing in the morning. He can nod yes or no, Ken.
The fact that he can't talk, physical or psychological?
Psychological.
Psychological, physical, what difference does it make? The child can't speak.
The child tried to set me on fire.
Elsa will be able to identify him.
Well, he was at the festival with the rest of the school, wasn't he?
The night of the festival, Peter had an upset stomach, and I sat up with him right here. We didn't leave the infirmary.
Maybe there's more than one of them.
It's too incredible. I don't believe it.
Well, in the last couple of years, has he been violent?
No, he's been completely withdrawn.
In your sessions with him, did you ever mention Michael?
No.
Did you?
No.
Well, where's he from? What's his background?
I have his records in my office if you'd like to see them.
I would.
You get his records, bring them back to my office. Amy, here are the keys to the cafeteria. Make us some strong coffee and some sandwiches. If this has to go on, we can at least be civilized.
Would you like a drink?
I sure would.
It's against regulations. Did you speak to Helen?
She's all right. Mills left the deputy.
That's nice. Help yourself.
Thanks.
You know, Doremus, it's quite conceivable that Michael didn't die and is living around here someplace. I mean, we don't know who he is, but when Peter sneaks out at night, they meet. Now, Michael has told Peter all about himself, and of course, he's sympathetic. You can see his mother was hated and died in a tragic way, too. They have a lot in common.
I'll tell you something. Somebody else was in that barn. I did not get a bump this size from Peter. He's not strong enough.
Let me see that. Let me put something on that.
And it's very strange. I mean, Peter behaved in a weird way tonight. As though he were doing something he was told to do. He's the same age Michael was when he ran away.
Exactly. Doremus, why don't you sit down here? What time is it?
2:45. Ouch. His mother was burned alive.
Yeah. Making some progress with him, though, through hypnotism. I'm quite close to removing the block that keeps him mute. Afraid I'll have to start all over again now.
Yeah, well, I don't know much about psychotics, but isn't there a very slim line between the rational and the irrational?
Yes. Yes, you could think of it this way. A man balancing a tremendous weight on his head while he's struggling along a road. Suddenly the road's black as night, filled with all sorts of terrible things. And 2 steps later, the sun is shining on the road and on him. And maybe he'd like to think about what happened out there in the sun. I'd like to think about the terrors. But he can't. He can't stop. He can't stop, not even for a moment, because the weight would crush him if he did.
Well, I've never met a psychotic. But isn't there a time when any small stimulus could send him into a world where the nightmares never end?
Yes, I think so, yes.
Don't you think you should give yourself up, Craig, before that happens?
No, I don't think so.
Hello?
Helen?
Craig.
Yes, listen, I can't explain now, but something's happened. Now, I'll be right over, but until I get there, you mustn't answer the phone. Do you understand? Michael mustn't know you're home.
Do you mean he's alive?
Yes, but don't answer the phone. Do you hear me? Is the deputy still there?
Yes, he's parked in front of the house.
That's good.
Craig, where's Doremus?
He's coming with me. Listen, I can't talk anymore.
He's been hypnotizing Peter, using him.
Hypnotist?
That's right. They're on their way to Helen's. You call her and warn her.
Oh, radio my man in front of the house.
Right.
Hello, Sam, this is Enoch. Sam?
Aren't you going to answer it?
Said to do what?
Set up a roadblock on Highway 1.
Oh, he told me to stay right here. Why don't he radio me? There's a two-way in his car.
His radio's busted. He told me to stay here with Helen.
Enoch. Enoch. This is Sam. Come in, Enoch. Okay, Craig, I guess you're right.
It's all right, darling. It's only Craig. Come on, he's going to come in the back. Oh, Craig, thank goodness. The phone has been ringing and ringing. I didn't answer it, but... Come on in, love. Come out of the cold. Craig, what's happened? Who's this?
Michael. Say hello to your auntie, my Helen.
Craig, I don't understand. Craig.
Did you see Helen? Michael, he didn't die in the snow. I found him. Michael. But Michael won't talk to me because he's mad. He's mad because I let you take our mother away. But you'll talk to me, won't you? You'll talk to me when the last one's dead. You'll forgive me. You'll forgive me.
my fault. It's all my fault.
It's my fault. I told him to run away. I could have stopped him. But I didn't. I wanted him to die.
Craig. Craig?
He was a favorite.
Craig. Oh, Craig.
Hello? No, Amy, it's all right. Yeah, we got here in time.
Hello? Just a minute. Doremus, pick up the phone.
Hello?
Andy, my Helen, why didn't you pick me up? I'm still waiting for you. It's dark and I can't walk home. My mother's gonna be mad. Please come.
We found a bunch of phone calls that Craig had recorded on a cassette. Apparently, he hypnotized Peter to dial your number and then play the machine.
What's wrong, Andy, my Helen? Why are you mad at me?
And the psychiatrist from New York said the kid's going to be okay. He can't remember anything, and apparently he wasn't involved with anything that was going on.
Unbelievable.
Now, Amy had breakfast with him this morning, and he wouldn't stop talking, so at least one good thing came out of this. Maybe two good things, huh, Helen?
Thank you, Enoch. Goodbye.
Mommy?
Yep.
Are we going to see Craig now?
No, darling, not right now. It'll probably be a long time before we can visit Craig. But tell you what, we'll do it just as soon as we can, okay?
Helen, Peggy, let's get on the road.
Just like old times.
I hope so.
So it turns out that Michael happened to be Michael Douglas. You know, I've seen this film before. I knew that was going to happen. Did you?
I don't remember I don't recall seeing that.
No, he looked like he would do something like that. Cause trouble. Yeah, he has the face of a troublemaker. She has a similar face. Look. See? That's the face of a troublemaker. And Michael whatever has the same kind of face.
That's a matter of opinion.
You know, if you were invited to do some show like Siskel and Ebert, I think they would make you sit in the back and watch the movie, and they wouldn't let you talk.
Why not?
Because you'd say bad things about the films. You have nothing. Yeah, I don't think we ever once shown a film you liked.
Nosferatu.
Oh God. Of course, because there's no speaking, classical music. It's German, right? Oh, good Lord. It's boring. He likes boring films. He reads boring books. Watches boring TV shows. So, what's next for you, Miss Tangella? Nice. And what about you, Mr. Livingston?
Watching out for whatever that was.
Yeah, all right. And as far as me, I'm just going to wait in this chair until next week when we can do this all over again. In any case, thank you so much for watching the show. We appreciate you tuning in to us instead of some other channel that doesn't have us. And for that reason, we love you, and we hope we'll see you next week. So, oh, not again. You don't suppose it's Michael, do you?
Hello. One moment, please. It's a person-to-person call from one of your viewers.
Oh, nice. Hello?